It's December 28th, a few days after Christmas, and I'm here in Texas, where I usually hunt pigs. It's cold. It's 24 degrees right now, and I had such a good time here hunting pigs the last few years with the bow that the people that run the hunting lease offered an opportunity for me to join the lease. So now I'm a member of this hunting lease all year long. I love it here. It's cold, and today we're in a shooting box, and in Texas what they do on these leases is they hunt in shooting boxes by feeders, and you can see a feeder out there. So this week is a rifle hunt. I have a couple more days of deer season, and also pigs. There's plenty of pigs here, and that's what we're going to try and get. Nice deer, nice buck if I can find one, or pigs. We always want pigs. So that's it. I'm on a river bottom here. That's the Clear Fork of the Brazos River, north of Albany, Texas, not far from a place called Fort Griffin. A lot of history here in Texas around Fort Griffin. And I'm on the Lamb's Head Ranch. On East Paint is the name of the lease that we're on. So let's see what we can make happen here. I've been here actually for, it's about 7:45. I've been in this box for an hour and a half, but it was too dark to film anything, and it's been cold. So the sun's coming up, as you can see on the hill there. Let's see if anything happens when it warms up. It's a little bit after 9 o'clock in the morning. Still cold, above freezing now, but still feels cold and pretty windy outside. Nothing came into the feeder today. Yesterday morning, I had deer come into the feeder, but nothing worth shooting. A bunch of 6-pointers that were nice, but not ready, not mature enough yet. And I shot a pig the other day, and while the pig was laying there, I had the deer come up right by it. It didn't bother them at all. So that was a little bit of information there, always learning something. That it's different here in Texas. I guess the deer are used to the feeders, or used to interacting with the pigs, and a dead pig at the bottom of the feeder didn't bother the deer at all. They just walked right around it. They would go within 10, 15 yards of it, and then they seemed a little bit wary, but it had nothing to do with the hunting. The pig didn't bother them at all. I think I'm going to leave the stand now, and go for a walk around, see what's going on. A little windy, and we'll see if I can maybe kick something up. Okay, so here's the setup that they have here. That's the shooting box that I was just in a minute ago. And here is the feeder setup. And they have the feeder there, a ladder to climb up to reach the top to put corn in it. They've got some guards on there. Kind of looks like what people would put around a bird feeder to keep the squirrels out. But these are for raccoons, because raccoons will go in there, open it up, and eat all the corn, dump it out on the ground. And here is a spinner with a timer on it, and the timer has a battery and also a solar panel to keep the battery charged. And this thing is set on a timer to go off. It'll go off for anywhere from half a second to like 3 or 4 seconds. That spinner on the bottom disperses the corn. This guard here is to keep the raccoons out, so that they don't just go in there and keep flipping it to empty the corn out. So that timer is set for about 1 second, and it goes off twice a day. Guards to try and keep the raccoons out, and that's what that cage is for. Ladder to get up there to dump the corn in. And then this fence, it's got a pretty heavy-duty fence. Not just a deer fence. This is to keep the pigs out. So what they want is they want the corn to get spread around here for the deer to eat, And when they want the pigs too, they drop one side of it, of that fence, and that lets the pigs in. Where the deer will just hop that fence. It's too low to keep the deer out. So when they want just the deer, the heavy-duty fence around the bottom, and when they want to let the pigs in, they drop one side and let the pigs in. And then over here is a game camera, motion-activated game camera to see what kind of bucks they have coming in. And that's the setup. And this feeder is about 75 yards from the shooting box. These guys are averaging about 100 to 150 usually yards to their feeder from the shooting box, and one guy's set up at about 200 yards. He likes long shots. But this feeder is only about 75 yards from the shooting box, and there is the river. So I'm going to walk around a little bit more and see what else I can find. It's still a little bit cold, hard to talk. Shivering a little bit from sitting still. But there's the feeder, and here is the river. Clear Fork of the Brazos River, and the pigs like the river bottoms, and this is a nice flat too for the deer. A lot of deer here. Okay, not much happening today. Just gonna go for a little walk until we go and sit in a shooting box tonight. Hopefully kick something up. It's been real windy, so there's a good chance of kicking up the pig. It's hard to get that close to the deer, and we'll see what happens.